Kia ora team, you'll be busting out the longboard or groveler on most coasts this weekend. There are a few zones with some bigger stuff, the in-depth analysis, and our Kiwi own cams are at goodsurfnow.co.nz. Righto, if we zoom out, there's a westerly flow over the country, and the only real swell generators are in the Southern Ocean. It's leftovers elsewhere, including the northeast coast. There's still a bit of longboard fun out there at the moment. This is Waihi, the Savo, but that swell is going to drop back over the weekend. Half a metre knee ticklers for most over the weekend, with morning offshores and Arvo sea breezes. Pack a longboard or groveler. Some of the swell magnets could be a touch bigger. The west coast are mainly leftovers this weekend. After an action-packed Thursday on the points, there's just over a metre of fun-looking swell at the North Island beaches. The winds are light in the north, and some spots are even showing up very light offshore breezes in the morning. Check out your local forecast to see if that's you. At the very least, Dorney looks very surfable both Saturday and Sunday with light winds, but as you head south of Taranaki, the wind might start to get a bit tricky. Northwesterly onshores ripping through the Cook Strait wind funnel, and a junky wind swell to boot for Kapiti Manawatu. To Waipounamu, left over sub 1 metre swell, and a ribbon of northeasterlies heading down the coast hit the southwest facing nooks, and tucking behind the breakwaters microgroms might even be able to track something down there. Lastly, south and east coast below East Cape, pretty much no east swell. That southeasterly blast from Thursday's low pressure system, Turkey's off. There's a small amount of leftovers from that, but it's mainly longboard groveler action for most spots. That includes south coast wellies all the way up to Gizzy. Saturday morning is the highlight swell-wise, where you might be able to get some smaller boards moving. If you're lucky, check the cams to see how it's looking. South coast Catlins and them have the most swell in the country, 2 metres in places down there, and hopefully some northerly offshores on Sunday. Plenty of options down there with those winds, and some of that swell sneaks up the east coast too, to the south facing magnets in Otago and Canterbury. And the last thing to mention is you might be able to track down a cheeky bit of north wind swell coming out of that Cook Strait wind funnel, something to grovel on for the Christchurch city beaches if you're desperate. And there's heaps of action in the Southern Ocean next week, and also the possibility of some late summer subtropical action. But until then, have a mint weekend, team.